Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight is the director of the Hayden Planetarium at the American Museum of Natural History, the host of Star Talk and Cosmos, and the author of the new book, Letters from an Astrophysicist. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Good to see you again.
Hey.
Always pleasant.
You look at me like you missed my vest or something.
I was looking for the vest. I realized it's gone.
No, not today.
Mm-hmm. Are you just wearing it underneath the shirt? Like a hair shirt?
Vest, yeah, it's under the shirt, yeah.
Well, we were talking backstage before you came out here, and as I said to you there, people ask me all the time who my favorite guest is on the show, and I always say it's Neil Tyson, and people seem to understand that. And one of the reasons that you're one of the easiest guests to have on, because if I'm lucky, I'll get a word in edgewise. But my first question for you is not an easy question, because you haven't been here for a year, and in that past year, you were accused of sexual misconduct by a few women. Now, I know there were some investigations. There were 3 investigations?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And at the end of those, they did not find any grounds to dismiss you from your jobs at the Hayden Planetarium or over on Star Talk or Cosmos over on Fox.
Right.
But regardless of that outcome, I can't imagine that that was a particularly satisfying result for you or these women who have said that they're not satisfied by that result. What has this last year been like for you?
It's been very long, and it's been, when I think about what I valued over that time, it was in particular just the value of support from family, from friends even such as you, and especially fans who were there the whole time, and they're there now, receiving all that I do for them, trying to bring the universe down to earth for whoever will listen.
I think a lot of people during the last couple of years of sort of the elevation and the expansion of the Me Too movement have been asking the questions, what can we learn from this? What did you learn over the last year, regardless of what the outcome is here? What did you learn?
Yeah, that's what I learned. I learned that I had friends in time of need and in time of stress. That's what I learned from this year. And as a scientist, most of my time I'm just thinking objectively about the world, thinking a little less about emotion, about feelings, and when I needed it most, people were there for me. Again, family, friends, and fans, especially fans.
Well, and for the fans, as I think I've said to you before, is that clearly, like, the audiences love you, and they want to love you. And part of the last year is an emotional response, because factually, it has been adjudicated, but we aren't there part of the adjudication. Like, the full results of anything aren't revealed to us. We weren't there for any of these instances in the accusations. It is an emotional experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, sure, but I would say also that the fans are, at least what I try to do with the fan base is try to never be the object of their interest, that it's the universe, and I'm just a conduit to the cosmos for them. So when you say the fans want me, I think of it differently. I think they like learning about science and about the universe, and I'm a vehicle for that, a vessel.
Well, they piggyback on your enthusiasm. You are a professional enthusiast. And as I've said before, when I talk to you, I feel like one side of my body is vaguely singed by the radioactive enthusiasm you have for science. I feel like I have to put on aloe or something like that.
If it was radioactive, you would lose your arm later in the week.
Well, it's still early in the night, Neil.
Just FYI.
Well, okay, well, I would like to talk to you about the universe for a second. You know, one of the things that you and I bond on is our love of exploring the unknown.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that I constantly have up on my desktop, on my computer, is the live feed from the International Space Station.
Very nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I want to see what's going on planet Earth around there. For weeks now, this is what it says on the ISS feed. It says, previously recorded. What do they not want us to know, Neil Tyson? What are you scientists hiding? It's aliens.
I am not authorized to divulge.
Yes.
No. It is true that if it were aliens, the first thing they'd take out is your ability to monitor the Earth.
Aha.
So it's consistent with that.
I say to you, aha, Neil Tyson.
No, I'm not saying it is aliens. I'm saying if aliens wanted to, like, first poke into our situation, they would make us blind and not have us see what we're up to.
No, I'm not saying the aliens are doing it. I'm saying that NASA is shutting it down so we can't see the aliens.
Oh.
We're being protected from this knowledge by our own government.
Oh.
You know, the snake-like UFOs over the western states, that cluster of lights off of the coast of North Carolina.
You think the government is competent enough to pull that off?
Let me tell you.
I'm just saying.
Last week, NASA's chief scientist said NASA is close to making an announcement about life on Mars and that we, the human race, are not ready for it.
Yeah.
Come on, that's saying that we know, but we're not going to tell you.
So first, I'm worried that I'm ready for it, and that might mean I'm not part of the human race, given the logic of that sentence.
So you're ready for it?
Oh, totally.
I'm ready for it, too.
Are you?
Well, here's the thing. If you aren't ready for it, would you know you're not ready for it? Or would
No,
you actually
wouldn't.
find
Good point.
it? If you actually found out there was even microbial life that was native to Mars, maybe the top of your head would just blow off.
If we discovered life elsewhere in the universe, it would signal a change in the human condition that we cannot foresee or imagine.
Because the first thing we'd want to know is it edible?
And what's interesting is you can imagine entire strains of life that are entirely not edible to us. There are amino acids that have, where they have different chirality, so that you don't
I'm
even
sorry, one second. Stop on that one.
Oh, sorry.
What's chirality?
So they're molecules where they're different in a mirror than they are as you hold them in your hand. So they're opposite. They're like mirror reflections of each other.
Now, are molecules normally like that?
No, some are.
Are we? Am I chiral?
We are.
We're different.
You haven't looked in the mirror lately? You don't know your symmetries?
Yeah, look at that thing. Look at that thing right there.
Yeah, so for example, DNA turns in only one direction, not the other direction. And that's true for all life on Earth.
Which way is it?
It's, if you want to think of this as clockwise up, yeah.
And it never goes counterclockwise?
No, not for life on Earth, no. Yeah, so these are things that are different in a mirror. So if you find life, it could be, you might want to eat it, but it would have no nutritional value to you, like fiber.
What do you think? What do you think?
It's true. Don't shoot the messenger. It goes right through you. Don't.
So we're going to find Metamucil on Mars.
So astrophysically, it is practically as interesting if we found mats of microbial life as it would if it was like a green alien with a ray gun, because it's life somewhere off of Earth. That's the boundary we'd be crossing in our quest to convert ignorance into knowledge.
Do you think that it would unite humanity?
Good point. So I don't know for sure, but I can tell you, given how tribal we have all been, especially in recent years, where we are finding reasons to separate ourselves and then fight, to find life somewhere else might be the first occasion to unify Earth as a tribe of its own.
Well, listen, we have to take a little bit of a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with more Neil deGrasse Tyson, everybody.